Welcome to ILTV on the Hour. We're live in Israel bringing you the biggest headlines from the region. I'm Sivan Raviv and today is day 716 of the war in Gaza. Israel escalated its military campaign in Gaza City this weekend under Operation Gideon's Chariots 2. The IDF says it hit around 100 terror targets in the past 24 hours, including tunnel shafts, weapons depots, command centers, and active Hamas cells. Multiple divisions are now engaged in Gaza City. Division 98 is clearing booby-trapped buildings and underground infrastructure, while Division 162 is active in Jabalia with Air Force support. In the north, Division 99 is striking hidden shafts and fighter positions, and in the south, near Han Yunis and Rafah, Division 143 is fighting street by street. The IDF says its objectives remain clear: eradicate Hamas's military wing, secure Israel's borders, and bring the hostages home. Meanwhile, civilian exodus continues, with some 450 to 480,000 Palestinians leaving Gaza City in recent weeks, despite Hamas's attempts to block their escape. U.S. President Donald Trump is backing Israel's latest expansion into Gaza City, saying the operations could help free hostages still held by Hamas. Speaking from the Oval Office, Trump said fewer than 20 hostages remain alive. Israeli intelligence estimates as many as 20 of the 48 hostages remaining are still alive, while hostage families fear the intense fighting may cost their loved ones' lives. Trump also pushed back against a UN report accusing Israel of genocide, and yet called October 7th a genocide at its highest level. The White House says the president will continue to support Israel's right to defend itself and eliminate the terror infrastructure in Gaza. Qatar is demanding a public apology from Israel over the Doha strike on Hamas leaders as a precondition to resume its mediating role in hostage and ceasefire talks. The country's chief negotiator met with the president of the International Criminal Court in The Hague, seeking legal accountability for what Qatar calls a grave assault on its territory. Despite being an observer state and unable to refer cases directly, Qatar is pursuing every available legal and diplomatic avenue. Officials say Israel could offer a narrow apology, possibly for the accidental death of a Qatari security officer, instead of asserting liability for targeting Hamas, in order to meet Qatar's conditions without undermining its political position. Without such an apology, Qatar's mediation is on hold, leaving hostage release and peace talks in limbo. Portugal's foreign ministry confirmed today it will officially recognize a Palestinian state just ahead of the UN General Assembly. The decision follows months of signals from Lisbon citing the escalating Gaza war, the humanitarian crisis, and Israeli annexation threats. Portugal joins France, the UK, and Canada, which are also preparing to extend recognition at the Assembly. Palestinian officials praised the move as brave, while Jewish community leaders in France and Britain denounced their government's plans. And the United Nations General Assembly has voted 145-5 with 6 abstentions to allow Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas to address next week's annual UN gathering by video after the United States revoked his visa. The resolution also permits Abbas and other PA leaders to join virtually in a Saudi-French summit on the two-state solution and other future UN events if they're denied entry due to visa refusals. The U.S. argues visa denials are warranted because of non-compliance by the PA with Oslo Accords. Abbas and global supporters say this violates the UN headquarters agreement. And ahead of the Jewish holidays, with Rosh Hashana, the Jewish New Year, starting tomorrow evening, the IDF is deploying 8 additional companies to the West Bank to boost security through mid-October. The Judea and Samaria division will now operate with the equivalent of 23 battalions, a significant strengthening of forces as tensions rise following recent deadly attacks in Jerusalem and at the Allenby crossing. Military officials say this is precautionary, intended to prevent violence during holiday travel, festivals, and religious gatherings. Now that's a wrap for this edition of ILTV on the Hour, broadcasting live from Israel and the heart of the Middle East. We're here every hour on the hour with the latest breaking developments, in-depth reports, and exclusive insights into the stories shaping the region and the world. I'm Sivan Raviv. Thank you very much for watching.